Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a little project to share with you guys that I made using up some scraps from two different collections that I had. So I'll show you guys what collections I used. All the tutorial information is going to be linked down below, but it was inspired by Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, who recently posted a couple of like Father's Day cards using envelopes. So that's what I did because I just had a couple of scraps and I was like, oh yeah, let me use this bigger size like envelope that I have, which is like 6 1/4, I think, by 6 1/4 to fit like a 6x6 card. So I used 2 of those envelopes and it's like a pearlescent kind of envelope, but it's just a quick little project that I used to use up my scraps, or that I made to use up my scraps. So let me show you guys what I created and let's get started. So before I show you guys the inside of this quick little project that I made, I used some papers from this collection, which is Echo Park It's a Boy. I used some 6x6 papers that I had in here. I have a couple of more scraps in here, but you guys will see that I did use some of like this paper. But yeah, these are like little teeny scraps. Like, I'm okay with getting rid of that. And then I also used some papers from this collection, which is Hello Baby It's a Boy, also by Echo Park, but this is my 12x12. I have a couple more scraps in here as well, but nothing too major. This is like my largest piece here. So literally just a couple of scraps. I used a lot of these inside this here, but as you guys could see, I didn't have a lot of paper that was like 6x6, so my fault for that. But you guys will see how I made it work. And then I did use a couple of stickers inside of there as well. But yeah, just to use up some of my baby themed scraps instead of just making cards. Here's like an elevated kind of card. I mean, I guess it's still kind of like a card, but just a little bit more elevated. Also, this cute little card thing is going to be listed in my Etsy shop as well, under, I think, the baby category in my Etsy shop. So I'm going to have it linked down below where you guys could check it out if you guys want a little bit something that's a little bit more than a card, but not quite as much as a folio. So definitely check that out. It'll be listed in my Etsy. So on the front here, I have this cut apart that says, I love you more than all the stars in the sky. I added this little guy here. It's a sticker. There's some star stickers as well. This little strip here was also a sticker, but as you guys could see, I didn't have a full-size kind of 6x6 paper to fit on the front cover, so I used 2 separate sheets of paper and I separated it with some of this like silver matte paper that I have, which I also need to go buy more of, and that's actually from Michael's. So it's called their silver foil paper, though it's kind of like more like a not super foily as their gold. But this is all the scraps I had left. So I don't even have like a full-size sheet of this as well, so I have to get some more of that. But yeah, all I needed is a strip here, and I used it on the back of this cut apart. And you guys could see I double matted everything with some navy blue paper, which is also from Michael's, and that's their 65-pound paper called Midnight Navy. So this is also from Michael's for that background kind of navy blue paper. And then on the back here, you guys could see I really put my scraps to some good use, and I used a paper punch, which is like this little hexagon shape, and I'm gonna have my hexagon punch linked down below. It's a set of 3 sizes. This one I used that middle size, I believe, because it has 3 different ones. The other one was a little bit too big because my scraps are very small, so I used one of the smaller punches for this little hexagon design, and I love how it turns out. I love how it looks. Even though you're just using up scraps, it doesn't look like all you did was use up scraps, you know? Like, it looks put together. It looks really pretty, so I like that. I did add a ribbon closure, which Tiffany did not do, but I felt it was getting a little bit bulky, so I added in this little ribbon closure here. And then this is what it looks like when you open it up. So here you guys could see I put together 2 pieces of paper because again I didn't have a full 6x6 sheet. I added in some of these photo corners so that the person here could get rid of this white piece, which is a 4x4 size paper, and they could just add a photo here. So I have just this hanging out here, but it can easily be replaced with a 4x4 size photo. And then behind that I left it open and I made this cute little like pull out photo mat, and I made a cute little like tab here with a tab punch that I have, which is, let me show you guys. And I'm gonna have everything linked down below that I had mentioned that I used, but this is the tab punch. So I use this quite often anytime I need to make a little tab. So I'll have that linked. I believe it's from Amazon, the one that I got, but I'm sure they sell it elsewhere. But anyway, so that cute little photo mat just lives behind that other photo mat right there. Then here, this kind of opens up like this. I don't have anything here yet, which is what I forgot to do, but I'm going to use my larger scrap to make a larger photo mat to just put into here. Now, the only thing with this is that I wouldn't put anything like too crazy in here because this is a little bit tight with all the matting and everything. It's kind of hard to get anything in and out. So if you are going to add a photo mat, I would make it large enough so that it's still peeking here so that you can kind of pull it out that way, but nothing that's going to go like super deep into the pocket. Okay guys, I just used up a couple more scraps and I made this cute little piece that goes inside there, and you could write a message on the back or add a photo. And this is what I did. I just combined 2 kind of pieces of paper that I had left and used one of the cut aparts that said welcome baby boy, and it just tucks right back in here, and it's super cute. So it doesn't go all the way in, it's as long as that, so this is super easy to now take out just like that. So I didn't need a tab or anything, so that way it's peeking through and not getting lost inside the little envelope. So that just kind of opens and closes like that. I don't have it magnetized or anything, it's just kind of chilling there. And then here for this little star paper, I also had to use 2 kind of pieces that I put together. I had 2 like larger scraps from my 6x6 paper pad, but not one kind of big enough. So I had to put them together, and that's why I ended up having to put a belly band, because you could like see the seam in the middle. So I put tape over in the middle where I combined these 2 pieces so nothing would get caught on it, and then I attached this belly band here. Now with the belly band, again, I was using up scraps, so you guys could barely see that there's like a seam here, but I actually had to cut 2 pieces of paper and I put them together here where you could see the seam right there, and I just put a sticker over it. But yeah, it doesn't even look like I was using up scraps, guys, but I did. So I used up that there, and then I had this little cut apart, so I just made it look a little booklet and just put that behind the belly band. So there's that, and again, you guys saw the back side. So it was just a quick little project to use up some of the scraps, so it's a little bit more than a card. You could add a couple of photos here. You could add a gift card if you wanted to, but just a little something, either to welcome baby, or, you know, give as a card for somebody's birthday, like maybe baby's first birthday and whatnot. So it's just a little teeny bit more than a regular card, but it's not quite as much as a folio. You guys could see there is no gusset here, and it opens up a little bit, which is why I attached this little ribbon closure. But yeah, a couple of photos, and like literally that's it. All right, so that is everything that I created. I'm gonna have Tiffany's video linked down below where she show you guys how to make it, but literally you just putting 2 envelopes together, like that was the easiest thing. I really didn't even follow the tutorial. Mine, I just looked at the inspiration from Tiffany, and then I was like, okay, I got envelopes. Let me get to crafting my own little cute little thing here. So I looked at her inspiration, and she had like that little, like, the photo mat with the tuck spot behind it, so I did that. The belly band I had to just make up on my own because, again, I was using up scraps, and you were able to see the seam, so I had to add in that belly band and stuff. So yeah, there's always a way to kind of like fix things if you're using up scraps. And I don't like how my little bow turned out this time. Looked better before. When I made this, I want it kind of like sideways, semi-flat here. There you go, that's better. All right, so that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.